Hello and welcome to another video. Today I wanted to show you a game I just finished. This is on Arabia. I'm playing as the Goths, and then in red we have Alexander 114 playing as the Bulgarians. I told him that's my favorite civ. At least it used to be until I play the Goths now. So lately on Arabia or any other open maps, since I am far more accustomed to closed maps like Arena, I've just decided, alright, if it's an open map, I'm just going to go Goths, and I'm going to go heavy on the feudal age play, and just go men-at-arms and try to kill them in feudal age. So that's what I'm doing. I've got 3 militia right now. Red got to feudal age before me. Not too far. About 35 seconds or so. So, a little bit concerning because I figure he's probably going to be making scouts, which sure enough he is. And scouts do pretty well against men-at-arms, but I see the first one, and I'm like, okay, yep, there it is. But I've already killed the villagers, so I'm like, okay, this is good. So, back at home, I already made a spearman just in case those scouts do make it their way this way. But I've managed to push him off of gold and wood already, which is super important here because now let's see his gold count. Yeah, he doesn't have enough gold to go to Castle Age. He's going to have to get back on gold at some point. And his wood count is pretty low as well, so he can't do a whole lot. He did manage to clear up my first wave of men-at-arms, because, like I say, the scouts are pretty good against men-at-arms, but now I start mixing in spearmen because I realize the scouts are there. Unfortunately, I'm going for the highest HP scout first, so these are all very low HP scouts. But I see that, and I go ahead and start attacking them with the men-at-arms, knowing I can kill several of these. And so I'm about to come back in with my attack again. Don't mind the scout that's idle. Deal with that eventually. So I've got 2 barracks producing men-at-arms and scouts now. So he's still making scouts. So he's still got 3 of them. Plus the starting scout here, most likely the starting scout. And I've already killed 3 or 4 of them. So kind of expected from Bulgarians, although you can see them play men-at-arms pretty easily as well. And if he did, he'd have a fairly decent advantage. Now, okay, this is probably a mistake. These 6 villagers, while yes, they could kill these spearmen, they're also idle right now. How many resources are they picking up? They might as well not exist. And now he's off of gold again. But now he's like, okay, I'm tired of this pressure. I'm going to try to build a tower. And you know, that's okay. I do see that. But at the same time, I'm like, I can't really stop it. And we'll let it go up. But my attack's not going to stop just because he put up a tower there. It is a pretty good tower, though. It's, like, honestly, the best tower you could think of. It's right at the top of this hill. It's protecting this wood line, and it's protecting most of this gold. Let's see. Does he have fletching? He does not have fletching yet. But I did just get the armor for my next round of infantry, which is already gathering off in the corner here because I want to have enough that when I go in, he's going to have to react to it. If I go in one by one, then they'll just die of the tower. So at this point, my eco is not amazing. I've got these villagers, which were eating deer. They're idle. But I do have a slight eco lead, at least in terms of villagers, because I have killed several. Well, how many did I kill so far? Actually, probably only 2, actually. Eco killed KD 2. So I've only killed 2 so far, but I'm going in for more. Now, I thought that this area was out of range of the tower, so that's why I went in for that first. But a little surprised it wasn't. So he knows I'm still coming in with more military. I'm going in right for the tower now. He's going in with the villagers, but you see that? I actually tapped that farm and killed the farm, so that's minus 60 wood for you, mister. And so I'm trying to fight directly under the tower. You see this inner circle here? The tower cannot actually shoot directly beneath it, so if I can get units right in this inner circle, they can attack the tower, they can attack villagers around here without getting shot by the tower. So that's what I want to do with my next wave of units, which still is fairly heavy on spearmen because I'm expecting that scouts will be around. In fact, he took those scouts actually, and he was chasing my starting scout, which I did eventually send off to the right to pull the scouts away. Those are all pretty weak. You've got between 4 scouts, you've only got 60 HP. So you got 3 HP on this one, another 3 HP. So those will be pretty easy to deal with eventually. Gonna go ahead and start coming in with these. See if we can see on my view. Okay, no, you can't see. I thought maybe you could see the waypoints I set, but I tried to set the waypoints so that they'll come around. Guess I changed my mind here. Just gonna charge in. And also, if you go parallel to the tower, then you won't get shot by it until he gets ballistic. You can't do it until Castle Age. Speaking of Castle Age, he has clicked up, but it's going to take him a minute. So right now, I'm actually controlling my spearmen by double-clicking them and making sure that they stay out of range of the tower and the town center. I'm trying to use the men-at-arms to break this palisade just outside of the range of the tower and the TC, and force him to not be able to take gold very easily again. Still making units, but I'm getting close to being able to cook Castle Age myself. Still not quite there. I did manage to break in. Got another 2 eco kills eventually somehow. It's 38 villagers to 35. At some point, I'm actually going to try to go in for the tower here. But I see he goes in for the gold again, and I'm like, nope, not if I'm still here. So my units are getting shot by the tower, but I think it's worth it if I'm killing more villagers. So now I'm up to 6 villager kills. Now I see he gets to Castle Age. I know knights are probably coming, and you can already see one is being queued up. In the meantime, I'm just going to stay right under this tower so that this tower rather quickly actually starts to go down. So he'll have to respond to that. All this time, he's never got any attacks on me. So while my eco could certainly be better, I am finally up to Castle Age. I've got more villagers than him by 5. And all my focus is on military and his base. And now he does have that knight, which I'm trying to attack only when it's directly under this tower. And even though this is just a spearman, not a pikeman, it still has a pretty strong bonus against knights. So it's still worth it to try to attack it there. Now he's trying to fight off with villagers. And you know, he can be successful with that, but it takes honestly a lot of microing those villagers. So up to 8 eco KD now, so I've killed 8 villagers. And now I'm just fighting directly under the tower. Like, I mean, sure, if I'm losing a few units, that's okay. You're also losing villagers, so I'd rather lose the military and you lose the villagers. I'll be in Castle Age soon, and the first thing I'll want to do is upgrade to pikemen. These spearmen, upgrade them to pikemen, because I know that he does have a stable and he's going to want to make more knights. I'll also probably get extra upgrades on my infantry. I've already got the armor and the attack upgrades, and now this tower is actually going to go all the way down. He's over here going to stone because he wants to make another tower. I've actually already got enough stone to make a castle of my own, but I did not notice it quite yet. If I did, I could have just waltzed these villagers over here, plopped a castle right here, block his gold, or put a castle here, block the wood and the gold, and most of the farms. Either way, I feel like I'm already doing pretty good damage here. Obviously, 11 to 0 on the villager KD. The overall KD, he's killed 44 to my 17. So he's killed a lot, but what I've killed has been more important. So I've got a 6 villager lead, 5 villager lead, 39 to 34. We are in the same age now. I've got pikemen. I'm gonna go ahead and break in and get this villager if I can. Oh, not very good with the clicky clicky. But just keeping him uncomfortable over here. I'm even gradually taking out the stable. He's got some really excellent farming space over here, but it's not entirely free. Now it looks like he double-clicked a lot of villagers to come over here and start taking wood. Because he is pretty low on wood, only 25 wood. Now I'm actually using the market. I bought 400 food because I was a little heavy on the gold. Pikemen don't cost any gold, and men-at-arms don't cost that much. Only 20 base cost, and then each age it costs me less as the Goths. So now that I'm in Castle Age, it's just a couple of gold, a handful of gold there. I see he's going to make this tower, but I prioritize killing that villager, and then I'm going to go over here and try to deny this tower going up. I realize I'm fighting under the town center, but if I can kill this tower foundation, he loses that stone. Now I realize that's the second tower he's made, which means he's on stone somewhere, but I was not clear at this point where that stone was. Now I mean, I could theoretically see it, but I was looking all over the map and I couldn't find it. Again, fighting under the town center, but I don't mind because I've got so much military right now. If I lose a few, that's okay as long as I'm killing villagers. Up to 14 villagers, 15 villagers killed now. Looks like he's going to try to make that tower again. He's got one knight over here, using the pikes to chase that away. That's really his only military right now, other than the TC. Let's see, I still haven't noticed that I've got so much stone I could build a castle. I did finally build a second town center so that I could start expanding my eco a little faster. It's 41 to 28 on the villagers at this point, and I just go ahead and take that tower out right away. And I'm sending the new units over here just to make sure he stays off of wood, because although look, he did manage to sneak some villagers out to build a second town center that he feels is safer. So good play on his part. I finally did realize, oh, I've got a lot of stone. So these villagers, of course I sent the ones from the very far edge of the map, but they're going to come over here and build a castle, which is not the best placement, to be honest. Could go a little closer to the town center here, but we'll deal with that eventually. Got 11 long swords, so I've upgraded those to long swords now. I'm even getting wheelbarrow just to make my villagers a little faster. I've got the second armor upgrade and the second attack upgrade. I could theoretically go in and kill town centers just with infantry alone, but at this point I decide to make the castle. I see he did run the villagers. I finally find his stone over here, so I've got these units harassing the escaping villagers, and these units got him off of stone, so now he does not quite have enough stone to make a defensive cray post, which he would need 350. He's only got 317. And again, this is probably really annoying for him because he's got 12 villagers here, and I've got 5 military units that will fairly easily kill these villagers. He's just going to have to try to run and get away as quick as possible, but he's also going to lead me to this town center, which is going to alert me to the fact that it exists, which I'll know that's my next target. So got the castle up over here. This TC is effectively ruined. He is still making villagers out of it, which is probably not a great idea. I immediately go to gold over here. Might as well. Probably should go ahead and go in for the town center. Just keep him fully off balance. But now it's a pretty big villager lead, 48 to 33. I've got 2 working town centers. He's got, well, he is using this one, but he's got a bunch of villagers queued out of it, but that's not going to be very helpful. He does have a few queued up out of this one. I'm already starting to set up the trap so that to make sure there's no other villagers over here, and then I'm going to go in for the kill on that side. Letting the castle do all the work over here. Now I see he's going to place this castle, and I'm like, okay, well, I think I can stop that with 13 longswords. They kill villagers pretty easily, and actually, yeah, they're going to kill that. So he decides, okay, I can't get that castle up. I'm going to lose a whole lot more villagers, and he ends the game. Yeah, overall, I mean, I think this strategy is pretty strong from the Goths, where you just spam the units, starting in feudal, get to castle eventually, even if a handful of knights come out. If you've got enough military, you can handle it. As long as you're denying resources, you're in a good spot. Take a look at the statistics. Military KD, 71 to 52 in his favor. But again, most of my kills were villagers. There was only a handful of army kills. I actually killed 11 buildings in the process. And I had a whole bunch more eco, so I could afford the military. He did get to each age faster than me, but I managed to just keep him off balance, and he never even once touched my eco. And again, the 52-38 villager difference there at the end. And then eco KD 43 to nothing. So again, that's the big difference there. 43 of my 52 kills were villagers, so he could just never really get himself a good eco to fight back.